their thing. We're going to do our own. First stop out here is the Little Aturi Forest. This forest holds some very timid and quiet creatures that usually like to blend into their surroundings. Kind of like the animal that's over on our right, kind of walking back by that bamboo thicket. We'll see him a little bit better as we make our way around. But over here you'll see an okapi. Now he's right behind these bamboo trees over on the right. He's just in a very bad position. Keep moving around. Okapis are actually known to have straight legs like a zebra, but surprisingly enough, their only living relative is the giraffe. These guys are actually known to be the modern-day unicorn or mythological creature. There he is. You can see him in that back right-hand corner.
Yun ang si Bro. Ano si Bro ba yun? There lang daw.
Now, okapis do have something very interesting about them. They actually have long enough tongues to lick their own eyeballs and ears. Laying down in that back left-hand corner, he's laying down on his side, but there is a rhino laying down back there. He's that reddish-brown boulder. It looks like a rock, but I promise you it is a rhino.
Where?
Black rhinos are actually known to have a pointy jaw like a triangle, helping them to eat different types of prey and plants.
Where? In the water. Oh, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, boy.
Over to our left-hand side, the reddish-brown animals on the side of the hill are bongo, or the ghosts of the forest. Both males and females are actually known to produce horns. And the bird that is down here is the saddle-billed sparrow. It's its name from the blue yellow saddle that's on the top of their beak. They actually stand up to 5 feet tall. Alrighty guys, I need to make sure you guys keep your voices down. A lot of these animals get very spooked by noises and we don't want to scare them. Now we are going to make our way down to the river, and this is the Safi River. Now the Safi River is a great place for us to go find hippos and Nile crocodiles. So we'll see who's hanging out down here in the riverbanks today.
Look there! Hippo!
Folks, make sure even the little ones are staying seated for me. Back rows as well. Hippos over onto your left-hand side. Hey guys, those little ones need to be fully seated for me. Hey guys, the little ones need to be fully seated, guys. They need to sit down. Thank you. Hippos, when they're born, weigh up to 85 pounds. A full-grown hippopotamus weighs over 5,500 pounds. Pelicans on the island are the pink-backed pelicans. They get their name from like flesh, pink clay turn during mating season.
Ako yun, look.
Over to our left-hand side are the Nile crocodiles. Crocodiles up to 45 years old, eating prey larger than themselves like wildebeest and even zebras. Now we are going to make our way upstream and out of the Safi River and into the savannah. Savannah is home to amazing animals like lions, cheetahs, giraffes, elephants, and so many more. So make sure you keep those phones and cameras ready. Now before we actually head into the savannah, the tree over on our right always greets us, and this is the baobab or upside down tree. This tree will live up to 3,000 years old and holds up to 900 gallons of water in 1 year alone. So welcome explorers to the Serengeti grasslands of the savannah. Now over the distance to our right, I can already see some giraffes over there, a couple wildebeest, and a few other animals. It looks like they're over there. We'll get a lot closer to them so you guys can get some better photos. The humans that are out here, so the AP or animal conservationists, they all maintain the land and take care of all the amazing creatures out here.
Let me see the giraffe.
No giraffe.
Where? See if we can find some animals.
There's the giraffe.
I think there's something walking over there.
Deer.
No, that's not a... What? Deer? No, that's not a deer.
Over to our left, laying down within the cave are the African wild dogs, or the penguins. Now, as cute and friendly as these creatures may seem, they are the most successful pack hunting animals in all of Africa.
I can't see that. I don't know.
Over to the left-hand side are the sable antelope laying down. Females are reddish brown, males are dark brown, almost to black. Dark the coat, the older the sable is. Large reddish brown mounds are passing are termite mounds. Termite mounds made out of things like dirt, saliva, food groups, and even dung. Tan antelope coming up over on our left are Patterson's eland. They are the largest antelope out here on the reserve at 7 feet tall.
Dad. Oh, termites.
Left-hand window, all the way up on the side of the hill, you'll see those gray antelope out there. Those are white-bearded wildebeest all the way out there. 1.5 million of them travel together at a time, 500 to 1,000 miles together. Herds are known to be so large you can see them from outer space. Now, folks, before we head on up even closer, I will tell you here in a matter of moments, we're going to get really up close and personal about 4 different giraffes. It's going to be really great. They're all going to be coming up over on our right-hand side. They're just around the corner from here. All I'm going to ask you guys to keep your voices down to an absolute minimum, because giraffes are very sensitive to sound, and we don't want to scare them away. I want to make sure you guys get the best photos possible of them.
Wait, they got us. It's coming down there. Look. Because they want
So as we get up here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about these giraffes before we head up. There are a few babies up here, and that's why we're keeping our voices down. Little ones are all under a year old, so it's very exciting. They'll be coming up over on our right there with their mothers and fathers right now. So we're going to move just around the corner here, and you'll see them all eating over here. Hey guys, little ones need to stay fully seated back there for me. Mama in back row, baby needs to sit down. follow them. This one we can still stop right next to him, but the next one I won't be able to stop because he's like literally right next to our road.
Just keep chewing.
Alright, just make sure you guys keep those hands inside the vehicle for me because as you can see, he's really close.
Mommy and Dad.
And we're clear. Thank you guys so much. You guys were great. Those guys were a little too close. Over on your right, you'll see a couple more animals over here. You'll see some wildebeest. You see some Ankole cattle, or the ones of those giant cows with horns. And you'll see a few more giraffes over there as well. You guys are more than welcome to talk now because we're going to keep on heading out of their area. We're actually going to make our way in through elephant territory. Elephants are also known as the bulldozers of Africa because they will move anything or anyone that could possibly stand in their way. Oh, look over on our right. There's an elephant over here.
Yeah, over there is eating.
You know what? I think I can get you guys a little bit closer. So I'm going to head around the corner here. I promise you. I'll get you a little bit better view. Aha. Yeah, check this view out. There's two of them back there.
There's another one there. Look.
Now these are two bull or males. The reason why I can say that is usually the males only live in groups of 2. Male elephants do like to live alone for most of their life. At the age of 13, they'll leave their herd completely and never turn back. But usually when there's one, that means their herd can't be too far away. So we're going to keep heading up this way. We're actually going to see if we can go find a family group. Family group usually means their babies or younger ones traveling alongside them. So we'll see what we can find out here. Now it does look like elephants have been in this area recently. And the reason why is substance on our right and left hand side. This is red clay. Elephants actually love to eat this stuff as a source of minerals and protein that they usually can't get from their plant diet. Oh, and I can see a few of them. I saw at least 1 or 2 over the distance. So we'll keep heading down. Elephants don't really like the sun. They want to stay shaded as much as possible. They actually have 2 different ways of cooling down body temperature. One way is by throwing dirt on their back. Other thing they do is flap those giant ears of theirs. Doing so can bring down their body temperature around 15 degrees. Looks like there's at least 2 of them over here, and it looks like they might be roughhousing as well. So I'll move around the corner here. We'll be able to see them. Now I promise you they're not going to be hurting one another. And think of it kind of like 2 brothers just wrestling. That's pretty much what these guys are doing. One of them is trying to show that they're more manly than the other. That's all this is. Elephants actually eat around 300 pounds of food a day. Females weigh anywhere between 8,000 and 9,000 pounds. Males will weigh double digits, anywhere between 11,000 and 13,000. Oh, it looks like one of them has a stick and the other one wants the stick. Hey, make sure everyone's staying safe for me in my back rows. Ma'am, my back row, I need you to sit down. Lady and Pete Cat, I need you guys to sit down.
Okay.
It's water! It's water! Water!
Now coming up over on your left, we'll see the greater flamingos. Now these guys are the largest flamingos in their family. They get the light pink color from eating their shrimp. It usually takes around 1.5 years for them to get that full pink color. A group of flamingos like this have around 20,000 flamingos in one group. Now as you can see, most of them are sleeping on one leg. It's very cool to see that because there's actually no scientific reason on why they do it.
They're sleeping and standing on one leg. Oh, I see one too. Me too.
making your way towards the outskirts, usually you find rhinos over here in these mud pits. Rhinos love mud. Rhinos actually use mud as a source of sunscreen because surprisingly enough, rhinos are actually prone to getting sunburned. So they use that mud to help make sure that they don't get all red and blotchy. I think I do see them. They're actually be coming up on our right. And I don't want them to alarm you, but they're going to be up on this little shaded hill up here. Keep moving up. Now these are white rhinos. They're actually larger of the two. They weigh over 5,000 pounds. They can charge up to 35 miles per hour. Very intimidating animals. There they are, over on our right. You see their reddish brown tint right between the top of those hills up there. They're just laying down, sleeping the day away up there.
The rhino.
It's a rhino.
We'll make our way around the corner. Hopefully we can get a little bit better view. A group of white rhinos like this is known as a crash. Alright, there's going to be a white rhino coming up over on our right. He's going to be pretty close. Alright, just like the giraffes though, I need to make sure you guys keep your voice down because rhinos are even more sensitive to sound. And they can be a little bit intimidating. Well, looks like maybe this truck here in front of us is going to go talk to him. That's one of our animal conservationists up here.
Yeah, big ears, big teeth, big
And we're good. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Rhinos don't like things they can't see or hear, so they aren't the biggest fans of our trucks because they kind of look like big brown blurry blobs, so they don't really know what they're looking at. But let's go see if we can find some lions. Now, lions are animals that do sleep for most of the day. They are nocturnal, so they most likely will be sleeping somewhere on these rocks. This is the Okopi rocks or Pride Rock. Lions will use them as a large rock formation, look down upon the savannah, who will look for their prey and defend their territory from any intruders. Now, if we do see them, they're most likely going to be sleeping. Lions actually sleep for 20 hours, so it's quite a nice life to be a lion. Might be able to see a few animals over on your right, though. You'll see two different animals. There are some bontabok over there, and also the animal that's out there walking is a water buck. Alright, with this truck that kind of stopped up here in front of us, that gives me some hope that there might be a view of a lion. Now, like I said, they're most likely going to be sleeping. I suggest coming back around 5:30, 6 o'clock. One of the nighttime safaris will be your best bet to see these animals in their most active behavior. So, keep on moving up. Aha, there we go. Lioness over to our left. She's sleeping.
Where?
And then the male's in that bottom right hand corner. He's pretty hard to see. A group of lions like this is known as a pride. And many of you know the Swahili term for a lion, which is Simba.
Because he's sleeping, he's not moving.
Laying down over to your left, he kind of is laying on his side underneath this tree. There's a warthog laying down. He's kind of looks like a very fuzzy log. Warthogs actually have two sets of tusks up with burrowing, defending themselves from predators. Alright, here's another look at the water buck over here. That's this brown animal standing up. Bontabok are the ones laying down. Bontabok are a relative of the wildebeest. Now, water buck, like the name states, like I talked about, they like to live near water. They actually have an oily coat which keeps them waterproof or water resistant. But after a time, water buck kind of start to smell bad because their coats are so oily. They actually kind of start to smell like a wet dog. It becomes so bad that animals like lions and cheetahs, they actually run away from the water buck. So there are pros and cons because then they don't have to get as eaten.
Where's my bird?
Your?
My bird. I don't know.
Now, all the animals out here are protected protected, but you can help animals in your own backyard just by recycling. Recycling your old plastic cups, Disney maps, and water bottles makes such a huge green impact. So the next time you throw something away, make sure you reduce, reuse, recycle. But folks, this actually does conclude the tour here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve and Asante Sana. Thank you so much for touring with us today. But your day is far from over. There are many adventures waiting for you. If you guys would like to go see some more animals, make sure you go check out Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. That's an area you guys can go see animals like the gorillas, monkeys, meerkats, okapis, and many other really cool creatures. It's only about a 15-minute walking trail, but you will be able to see quite a few babies out there. There are baby gorillas, there are baby zebras, baby monkeys, and even baby meerkats. Definitely worth going out on that Gorilla Falls Trail. You'll be able to see quite a few animals in all that area. If you're ready to sit back, relax, having a Hakuna Matata kind of afternoon, no worries. Make sure you go check out the Festival of the Lion King. It runs every hour on the hour. It is the #1